I haven't been posting for a while because I've been extremely busy with my renovation project, and after finally 6 months of progress, I am happy to share with you the progress that I have right now. Welcome to my house, and let's start with my living room. I'm sure that my ID intended this design, with only 3 working lights in the living room and 3 working lights in the corridor and nothing else working. It is meant to create a special ambience in my house. The position of the lighting is evenly placed such that I get jarring lighting wherever I go. If you take a look at this area, you will also notice that this is where the aircon should be installed. But of course, why must you make all the aircon maintenance work so easy? What you should be doing is to make sure that the false ceiling you have is too narrow for the aircon to open properly, and then that will give your aircon guys a hard time to maintain your aircon. My ID is extremely generous and he decided to leave me a lot of souvenirs. Let's take a look at our bomb shelter. Let's move on to the kitchen, and from here you will see that I have a beautiful imaginary top cabinet and countertop. For this kitchen, I had planned to have my sink here and my hob and hood here. But guess what? My ID also wanted to plan a surprise for me. So, although my sink is here, he had planned for the hood electricity to come here. The service yard actually also looks pretty amazing because it gives me great view. And this great view can only be attributed to the lack of a sliding window that my ID did not install for me. My ID also kindly installed the curb for me, and let's take a look at how beautiful the workmanship is. At this part of the kitchen, you will see that I have very nicely decorated electrical wires here that are meant for my imaginary cabinet storage. Bathroom fittings are pretty nicely done, and my heater is done as well. But if you notice, Singapore is very hot, and I think my ID cares a lot for me, so he did not install any electrical wiring for me for the heater, because why should I have heater in the first place? There is also a very special feature for my bathroom, and that is the curb as well. Wow, look at that! This is actually a very considerate design from my ID, because why bother making the water flow here when actually there's yet another hole here? Here is my imaginary full height cabinet. And one surprise that my ID had installed for me is that he does not want me to be able to access my lighting from the cabinet. He expects me to open the cabinet so that I can reach all the way for it to turn on my lights. My master bedroom is just as majestic. My ID gave me a huge surprise by installing this beautiful false ceiling and insisting that my aircon can only be installed here instead of my originally desired location that is just right above the bathroom. I have actually talked with other aircon professionals, and they told me that if there is no such false ceiling or if a pelmet is created here, I would have been able to fit my aircon nicely. Before I forget, the one thing that my ID has completed for me is my tiling. At this point, you must be wondering who has done up this beautiful home that cost over 40,000 and 6 months to do. I'm going to recommend Jay from previously #Studio and currently Aman Builder and Renovation Private Limited. He is the go-to person for such beautiful project. He has asked me on several occasions to introduce clients to him, and I think with this project at this state, it's a good time to recommend him. This project has taken me over 6 months and will continue to take my time as I make good my renovation, make police report, look for legal advice, and report to case. I'm not sure when I can make video again, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. See you!